Morning guys, how y'all been? Let me tell you what's been going on. The scrambler, we came home after work the other night and put that footrest on there, and the man took it and that little Cool Stir 70 home. They were going to go riding the next day. So those are gone. Anyway, we got the kill switch working and it's all groovy. So that's good. So I pulled the go-kart out of the garage and put it in the backyard and brought the ATC out here and put it in the garage for right now. And we're going to work on that luggage rack. And that's pretty much where we're at. So with that, let's get going. Alright? Yeah. Alright, let me get you up to speed what I'm going to do here. I'm working on the luggage rack on the ATC and show you exactly where I'm at with that. Alright, now here's the trunk, and it has 4 bolts on the plastics here, and I've decided to utilize those and use four of these. Let's see if I can see what you're seeing. These are industrial pipe holders. They go into a C channel and hook together, and then they get bolted together around a pipe, and they look something like that. At any rate, they're just brackets, you know, and it's a good heavy steel. So what I'm going to do is bend them a little bit more than they already are, to where they'll fit on the bolts and not affect the gap of the closing of the trunk, and they'll stick out like so. Anyway, and then I'm going to bend them accordingly and cut them off and just weld them to the bottom of the luggage rack and paint them and put them on. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you the end results. You don't need to watch me cut and weld and all that crap. You've seen all that stuff 100 times. Now we got to keep in mind that I'm not going to be carrying a dead deer on here. I know you're thinking weak. No. This stuff is strong, believe it or not. And the most I'm ever going to have on here is maybe a tackle box or a cooler or a sleeping bag and tent, a picnic, you know, a toolbox, stuff like that. Groceries, you know, who knows. But, yeah, no dead deers or people. So I'm not worried about these bending out of shape and getting to where they're messed up. I've been finessing those brackets, taking them on, putting them on and off, bending them in the vise, keep manipulating them. And you can see how they're just sticking up through the sides of the door there. I think you can see them a little bit. Anyway, I've got them to where that works good. And what I did is I held a level up against it, got them level, and then marked them on both sides, cut them off, and feathered the edges with a flap wheel. And I've dressed the spots where they're going to meet here, so when I weld it, it's actually got it doesn't have paint on it. And in short, that's what it's going to look like. Pretty much look just like it did when I got it, except without all the bulk and extra crap on there. Yeah, that's going to be great. All I'm going to do is weld them. I think what I'm going to do is put a spot weld on them for tonight, and then I'll come out and finish welding them tomorrow. I don't like welding at night because I have a hard time seeing my puddles. But I'll finish that up tomorrow. Alright, there it is. All welded together. Trunk access. And I just put welding gloves up around here so I didn't burn the seat. I didn't want to take the seat off because I wanted to make sure I had this in a place where that was still going to work. So I just put welding gloves around it to keep from burning it up. Got a little splatter on the plastic, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. These things are resilient. And you can see little tabs. I'm just going to let it cool. And then I'll take it off, clean it all up, and paint it a little bit so it doesn't rust up. Alright. Next thing I think I'm going to do is maybe tackle that gas cap. Remember, I drilled a hole in it, and Tom Martin was good enough to put a video on his channel, which I'll leave a link to his channel, on how to take those apart and fix them properly so they vent. And I just drilled a hole in it, but I'm afraid rainwater is going to get down in there eventually and contaminate my gas, plus whatever rust might acquire. So, yeah, we're going to give that a go, see if we can't do that. But yeah, I'm much happier with this. I don't have all the extra crap on there. I've got a ball on there that I can actually use if I ever wanted to pull a trailer or something. The grab bar is still accessible. It doesn't have all that junk bundled up around it. It was completely covered up by oh boy, by this thing. This was all up in here like that. So the grab bar was useless. And yeah, relatively level. It's not perfect, but shoot, you know. Not like we're going to be hauling China on it. Anyway, that's the luggage rack redone. I believe it's going to be good. It's not going anywhere. That'll work. Alright, fellas, thanks for watching. I get to that gas cap, I'll show you what's up with that. Alright, fellas, there it is. I took it off, touched it up with paint, and put it back on after it dried. Yeah, what do you think about that? I like it. Okay? Alright. Oh.
Yeah.